Hi, my name is Kim Cullen, and I'm a personal injury attorney in Winter Park, Florida. Because Central Florida is such a major tourist destination with Disney World and SeaWorld and Universal Studios being here, as well as the countless number of resorts who support those theme parks, we talk to a lot of people who don't live in Florida but who have been injured here. And a lot of those folks have questions about whether they're allowed to bring a personal injury claim in Florida if they don't live here or if they're not going to be here. And a lot of those people have questions about whether they can pursue a personal injury claim in Florida if they don't live in Florida and if they're not planning to be in Florida. The short answer to the question is you most definitely can pursue a claim in Florida, and you don't need to be here in order to do so. In fact, depending on the facts and circumstances of your accident, Florida law may require you to bring your claim here in Florida. As a result of being here in Central Florida, we have represented people from all over the world in connection with Florida accidents. We've represented people from England to Australia to Argentina to Canada and Mexico. Everywhere you can think of, we've had clients in the past who have been injured here who we've been able to represent overseas. The same goes for virtually every state in the union. Many of these cases are from people who call us directly, but many of our cases are also from lawyers in other jurisdictions who receive calls from people who have been injured in Florida and call us for help. And in many of those instances, those lawyers have probably tried to pick up the phone and settle their clients' cases from wherever they are. But if a person wants to be fairly compensated after being injured in Florida, it probably pays for them to retain a Florida lawyer to represent them. The main reason for this is because the theme parks and the resorts and the other companies who frequently come in contact with tourists or who frequently injure tourists, they all realize that only lawyers who are licensed in Florida or only Florida lawyers can file lawsuits in Florida. And the ultimate leverage that any personal injury plaintiff has is the ability to drag a defendant into court if the defendant won't make a fair and reasonable settlement offer. Lawyers from out of state simply can't do this the same way that we can. If you live outside of Florida, but you've been injured here in Florida and you have questions about bringing a potential personal injury claim, please reach out to us. We love to answer questions. You can call our office at 407-254-4901. You can email me directly to kcullen@cullen-hemphill.com. You can even text our office at 407-644-4444. If you want to find additional information about any sort of personal injury issue you can probably think of, you can always visit our website, or you can watch one of the over 200 videos that we currently have on our YouTube channel.